I got a request to make a slow motion, if you will, of the bubble sort. And what I did is, it's sort of like that. Let's go over the code real quickly and I'll show you what it does. But I think it really helps to explain what's going on when the bubble sort is operating. The program is pretty much the same. I will not go into it in a great detail because there's the other video that shows how that works. But you know, we're doing, first of all, this is about creating a random set of numbers up here. The sort array is where we're going to put stuff. The maximum rows is going to be the maximum number of digits we're going to sort. Obviously 10 is kind of small, but we don't want to run this forever on a video. And so what we're going to do is this part right here, this section that the mouse is moving around, that is strictly to create the random numbers we're going to sort. So it doesn't really have anything to do with a sort. Okay, so what we've got down here is we got for x in range of 0 to limit -1, and we got a not sorted flag. We're going to just create a dummy variable for an input. So what I want to do is I'm going to stop the program from outputting until I hit an enter, and that's what that dummy says. Then I'm going to print what's going on with the x. The x is the outer loop, and then I'm going to print the sort array, which is our output. Then we're going to go through the loop of doing one row at a time, of sorting the rows one at a time, and then we're going to print that, and then when we're done we'll print out the result, and so on and so on, and down below are just some comments. So let's just run this and I'll show you what I've done. So what we have is down here we have the new set of random numbers, which is 23, 94, 15, 35, 10, 33, 9, 12, 22, 55, 25, 56, 22, 91, 55, 13, 46, and 23, 52. So when I push enter, which is what it says down here, when I push enter, it's going to go through the next sequence. So it's going to show the x, which is the outer loop, and again it's just repeating our first string up there, our first set of random numbers, and then it's going to show what we're doing. So in this first row, what we've got is 15, 35, 23, 94, 10, 33, 9, 12, 22, 55, and so on. But if you look at the next one, sort array 1, it's got 15, 35, 10, 33, and 23, 94. You notice those two have swapped, and that's what this bubble sort does, is it goes along, and you can look at the next one. It says, okay, is the right number bigger or smaller than the left? If the right number is smaller, it flips it over. So that's what it did here. It moved the 9, 12, and it switched it with 23, 94, and there's the result. And it's just going to do that all the way across. And you can look one step at a time, and you notice it's sorting one less row each time. So here x is 1, and we're going to go through the rows, and it's going to go 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you say, why did it skip that? Because it didn't need to. It didn't need to go through. It didn't find anything. And that has to do with the if statement. So, okay, so it did not execute the if statement. It didn't find anything to swap throughout the rest of that. Okay, let's go back here. We hit enter again, and so now we're up to 2 on the x, and you can see it only did 0, 4, and 5, but you can see it's more and more sorted. The smaller numbers are bubbling this way, and the bigger numbers are bubbling that way. And then here we go, 3 and 4, more and more sorted. So here's a pretty obvious change right in there. More sorting, and in fact, nope, not quite done yet. Yeah, it's pretty much getting there, but it has to go all the way through. There's no efficiency code in this one. So even though it's done sorting, it'll go through the iterations just because, again, there's nothing to stop it once it's fully sorted. It'll continue through both of the loops. And that's it. So with these minor changes, we can put in the print statement, this print statement, and then the input statement. We can see in slow motion, if you will, what's happening with the sort. And you can spend time to go through here and see for yourself exactly how those numbers are moving across there. Okay, well, that's a little bit more information on the bubble sort. I hope you found it useful and interesting in your Python programming.